No more tree to obstruct you there.
Yeah.
I was wondering, if they were gonna leave it where it was, or
Yeah.
if they were gonna, you know. And I said they cleaned it up a little bit there with the little shading things and.
Yeah.
So you two got the broadcasts are going to be 4 broadcasts or two
It's
broadcasters.
gonna be 4, and then it's gonna duel down to 2, and then I'm gonna be here Sunday. Well, if there's a game Sunday.
Okay. Well, both if necessary games are the only games that would be on Sunday if you
Yeah.
play them. So if we keep the schedule correct on Friday, it's just we're we're gonna get it all in. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be later.
Right.
That's all. And then if we stay on time tomorrow, then we'll be where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to and then we get to Saturday, and then you'll have the last thing will be on this field by itself will be 2 championship games.
Yeah. So hopefully, we'll see what happens with everything. But
Well, who winds up with all these spots, and who winds up with this, that, and the other? I have no clue.
so the first 2 games here are Division 1, and then the last game here is gonna be Division 2 elimination game.
Yeah.
So it's not like they put these 2 fields are Division 1, and those 2 are Division 2. They spread them out.
Well, what it was originally was supposed to be was this was supposed to start at 10 in the morning
Yeah.
and have games at 10 o'clock and 12:30 on 2 fields,
Right.
and then go to 4 fields just for 3 o'clock and 5:30,
5:30, right.
and then so for me it would have been 4 games if I did all 4 of these.
Yeah.
Whereas I lose a game on the deal, but I mean it's fine. Spread the money over.
Right.
I don't have to have 87 million games, but
Could have started at 1, but could have started at 1. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm sure.
Well, no, I mean, the thing was that I think they went from 10 and they changed it to 12,
Mm-hmm.
and then for some reason this morning they said,
Yeah.
and it changed it, and they put this format the way it was, and
Right.
changed it to 2 o'clock. So it's a little bit of a scramble to try to organize some extra things, but I mean we'll get it all in. I mean, we were going to be on 4 fields anyway.
Yeah.
Four
Now it's just 4 fields, 3 games each field now.
We'll be clear. So when we play the so I guess they had practice, but I guess they didn't make put a program. What they made?
They probably have them up there now. But it would be nice to have one in here. But
Well, I collect. I've been collecting. I've been trying to talk to the guy down here. The guy that used to be Chuck Block. Chattahoochee.
yeah.
Because he has the history of all those books.
Right.
And they're trying to get one of those old couple.
The old book. Old books.
Well, no, so I could fill in because there was only it was like 1 year I skipped a book. I missed a
Yeah.
year, or skipped a year. So I got all these years, but
Yeah.
I skipped a year.
I wonder how these turf fields are gonna. I wonder how these turf fields are gonna. I know how they're gonna hold them. I mean, like how do you? Because they're used to playing on dirt and grass all year. Now you're switching to turf.
Well, some of them play on. It's a mixture. Some of them they play in
Yeah.
different teams. Will have it's a mixture of teams. Some of them will play on turf. Some of them, I don't know. Yes, the kids they all want to be on turf. The players, the coaches they want to be on grass.
Yeah. kind of short.
Well, it's not short. It's short and it's not short. If you hit it, if it's a loopy ball, you might have a chance to hit it out.
Right.
Whereas on the other one,
225's loop ball's gonna hit the wall probably, or.
No, not necessarily. No. If they hit it, It's gonna go out.
Oh well, yeah, those girls when they hit it, it goes a long way.
But high school, but that's Oxford High School's home field, so they play Oxford High School plays on it. And they don't have it.
That's pretty awesome facility though.
What do we have to do? Oh, we have to get the ball faster.
Okay, well, whatever. That's a pretty awesome field. It's a pretty awesome facility though. I'm not surprised that they've moved some of the other events to Chocolate Park. It's a really nice field up there.
Well, the big thing,
I like going up there.
I think what they need, soccer will stay. I think soccer will stay in Huntsville for a little while.
Yeah.
I think they got a contract for 2 more years because they have their complex, which had the big field and the building in 2 fields.
Right.
And there was a big clump of dirt on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, they filled in the clump of dirt.
They're building it, yeah.
So now they've got another building and 2 more fields in the turf. So
Yeah.
field 1 and 2, and a turf field 3 and 4.
Right.
So that's what they did this morning. They actually played everything.
Oh, they played everything on the turf field.
On the turf field this morning.
Okay.
To make up for it.
Yeah. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. All right, we're ready to go.
But I did 5 games last night, and we got that tornado warning.
Yeah.
And I knew we weren't going to make it. That didn't make it. Oh well. And we looked at the field behind us. They were only a minute 20 off finishing up. Oh, they But they said they're going to start right there, and immediately go right into the other one, and the other one, and not be on 2 separate fields.
Right.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
We got a couple seconds.
Yeah.
They're around the corner.
Okay.
Picture for the commissioner.
Huh?
Gotta get a picture for the commissioner.
Oh yeah, I gotta have them. Coming or here?
He'll be here probably tomorrow afternoon. We've got baseball. Chocolate.
Yeah.
He's kind of spooky.
Well, that's what you do when you love. That's what you want.
We need to up his budget a little bit and get him a helicopter or something. Just fly back and forth.
Well, I mean, that's why but they used to be scheduled. They weren't scheduled together.
Yeah, it used to be different weekends.
For the last couple of years, it's been the same weekend.
Yep.
So I mean, any particular reason
just when our district tournaments fall now, when we're doing a combined one with Florida here, and so it's no longer just a conference tournament, it's a district tournament.
So now the problem is on the district tournament, next year that means that you won't have it here. They'll always be here.
I think re-signed through 27.
That's for D2, right?
But I think D1's same.
What do you do? Okay. Oh, we got to get the Iowa here picture.
Yes, that's right.
All the teams and
All the fans coming over.
Hasn't been done at Montevallo.
wouldn't know. Like I said,
I didn't know that.
I retired April 1st.
Oh, well,
You're gonna join retired life then. How's
that
retired
was
life?
recently. So yeah,
Have you settled in yet?
I second that question. How's retired life?
Overrated.
Are you bored?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, you gotta get a hobby. This is my hobby, sports. It always
Yeah.
has been. I've been trying to get Genius over here to give me a job, do something.
Morgan?
Yeah.
You wouldn't. What about on the side at night?
Yeah. He thought he had a spot almost last year, but he didn't. The numbers didn't work out. Because he said he almost had a spot. If a guy had left, he would have I would have a spot. It would have been like 4 nights a week, and all you do is be a field guy and you flip lights on.
Yeah. So it was easy. I did it for 3 years. A while back.
I just need something to do for like 20 hours a week. Because I don't need the money.
And it'll automatically go back
Because
live.
I have some
Yeah, it'll automatically go back up.
That works.
Set that.
And I should leave that
Well,
alone.
to me, it's something to do.
Keep up miles and stripes and everything here.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Sounds. Maybe once a week, but long would be nice.
How do you get back to that?
And that's what we do. And then this is the big balance. And no one school.
Well, I don't have to keep this to
No, you don't have to.
what I use it.
Well, they're probably sweating now.
No, that's not it. That's not it, is it?
Does he not have a lot at him, or just it's just the mic just cut out?
Wrong songs.
The list that they were given doesn't match the number of tracks on the CD.
Oh,
Just means you gotta get down there and sing.
I can't. No, I mean, I didn't. What did they say? Please write for the national anthem, and they're trying to play the anthem, and can't do it.
Yep. Yep. I was just tasked with the picture, not the anthem.
That's all right. That's all right. I second that.
Really bless it. Oh, it's on you.
Yeah. Sports ring? Yes.
Yeah, how big's all that?
Tell you with that turf, man, that heat just, oh, I mean, radiates.
Well, when I called Little League out here this spring,
Yeah,
state spring camp,
yeah.
but there toward the end, when we had some mid to upper 80s and all
Yeah.
that, even that low, like you could feel
Yeah.
it coming up.
Hmm.
I don't call it summer now because summer's just
Yeah, it's,
okay. This is real good. Come on.
let's get everybody to start singing. What better way to show unity of the conference? There we go.
Now they find it.
Yeah, it was a little too late after the
Playing it again, huh?
fight. He goes, I swear it's 49. I was like, yeah, I know. Oh, so bad. One of my, he started playing. I was like, after the night camp, he was just, I was like,
Is that the only song on their cue list or no?
he said it was 49.
Oh well. Everybody else play music.
Better late than never, I guess.
Nobody called me out here.
Play ball. For the second time today. Test, test, 1, 2. Test, test, 1, 2. All right, we're ready to rock.
Two of you are speaking, so who's going to be on the other two fields?
We got Dallas on field 1, I believe. And we got James over here. And then, no. Dallas on field 2. The guys on field 1 is, I forgot. He just told me his name, I forgot. So there's going to be 4 of us talking here in a minute.
Oh, that's fine. Before you talking, 3 games.
I'm not going to start till they get onto the field. Time for softball here from Veterans Park in Alabaster, Alabama. This is the 2024 ACCC Division I Softball Championship here on JockJive Sports. First game of the day here on Field 5. We've got 3 games coming up. First game features the number 6 seed in the ACCC Division I tournament, Southern Union Bison, a record of 12-29. The Snead State Parsons are the 3 seed. They are 26-26. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kamari Darrington. In the circle for Snead State is going to be Reese Patterson. Patterson is making her 21st appearance, her 14th start. She's 5-7 with a 4.51 ERA. In 66 2/3 innings, she's allowed 84 hits, 66 runs on 84 hits with 27 walks and 35 strikeouts. Southern Union has this lineup. Leading off will be Morgan Martin, the pitcher. Hallie Williams, the right fielder, will bat second. Juliana Lovern, the DP, will bat third. Jordan Douglas, the left fielder, will bat fourth. Anna Henson, the catcher, will bat fifth. Tania Gibbons, the third baseman, will bat sixth. Batting seventh will be Gracie Walker, the first baseman. Batting eighth, Lexi Littleton, the second baseman. And batting ninth, Chelsea Hodgson, the shortstop. First pitch at 158 is high for ball 1. Finally getting ready, getting underway. Games were supposed to start at 10 a.m. this morning, but with thunderstorms coming into the area, they had to move the games back twice. They moved them back to 12. Then they decided to start everybody at 2. So if you hear 4 people talking at the same time, that's the reason why. First 2 pitches are outside for ball 2 now. To Martin. Martin hitting .453, 13 home runs and 36 RBIs. Southern Union with a record of 12-29. They've lost their last 2 games of the season. And lost 3 out of 4. That one good for a strike. 2-1. Southern Union coached by Chris Steiner-Leak, her first season with Southern Union. Tracy Grandrod in his 11th season at Snead State. 2-1 pitch is downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. There's a lot of weather coming in to the game today. Williams on deck. 3-1 the count now to Martin. And that one inside for a ball 4, and that's the first base runner of the game. So Williams comes to the plate now with a record of a average of .252. No home runs and 16 RBIs. First of 2 games involving the ACCC Division I tournament here. One shown. Take a look at the rest of the defense for Snead State. Behind the plate is Campbell Adams. First baseman Jada Lax. At second base is Lexi Brewer. Shortstop is Caden Radcliffe. Third base, Riley Sharp. At left field is Jakai Hutchins. The center fielder is Brittany Slayton. Outside. Addie Walker is the right fielder. 2 balls and no strikes now to Williams. Williams, the right fielder for Southern Union. Southern Union, the worst hitting team in Division I at .279 coming in. 2-1. So Martin led off with a walk. And now Williams now to the plate. Lovern is on deck, the DP. Martin is 11 for 13 on stolen bases. That one's fouled off. He's trying to bunt. 2-2. So Union was 8-14 in league play. Just 2-20 away from home this year. 1-16 in road games. That one is fouled off. The count remains 2-2. Winner of this game will take on the number 2 seed Coastal South. That'll be scheduled to start at 4:30. Count is now 3-2. That one a little bit low. Also going on right now, Northwest Shoals, the number 5 seed, taking on Shelton State. The winner of that game will stay on field 2 and take on the number 1 seed Wallace Hansville, seeking its 16th state championship. Coastal Alabama South reached the tournament final last year for the first time ever. Swung on and missed, and that's the first strikeout of the contest. Martin stays at first, and here's Lover. Lover in the DP, hitting .258 with 5 home runs and 31 RBI. .288, I should say. 5 home runs and 31 RBIs. Winner of this game will take on Coastal South. It'll be our second game here on Field 5. Lover down the line. That is a foul ball. Just past the third baseman, Sharp. The ball's in a strike. Snead State, the 3 seed, finished with a record of 13-11 in league play. They lost 5 of their final 8 games of the year. And they split their last 3 series, including to Southern Union. Downstairs, Martin back to first, and not in time. Was the throw. So we got our first home run of the tournament. We got games going on all over the place. On field 2 right now, we got South Florida State taking on Bishop State, and also Bevel State taking on Central Alabama. That one up the middle for a base hit. Lover has the first hit of the game for Southern Union. Runners on first and second now for Jordan Douglas. .346 average, 11 home runs and 34 RBIs. Second on the team with those 11 home runs. Also second on the team with the 34 RBIs. Martin and Douglas have provided the most of the run production this year for Snead State. 70 RBIs between the two. A little bit for a strike. Big lead off of second by Martin. Lover 4 for 5 on stolen bases this year. She's at first base. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the first. Southern Union trying to get on the scoreboard. Pitch upstairs for a ball. So 4 fields going on at the same time, and all 4 fields will have 3 games today with the shuffling around of the schedule. Anna Henson is on deck for the Bison. That one hit the right field but fouled off. One and 2 now to Douglas. Martin second. She led off with a walk. Single by Lover and sent him to second base. Lover standing at first right now. The dimensions here in Veterans Park, 210 all the way around, down the left field line, the center and the right field. 1-2, ground ball to short. It's Radcliffe, flips to second for 1. Throw to first will not be in time. Coming home is Martin. She's thrown out. A double play, and that'll end the first inning. Martin tries to come home. She is thrown out. And that'll do it for the first inning for Southern Union. Snead State coming up to bat. When you come back, you're on JockJive.com. Bottom of the first, Morgan Martin will take the circle for Southern Union. Her 20th appearance and her 20th start of the season. She's 5-7 with a 6.33 ERA. And she's pitched 104 innings, allowing 125 runs on 142 hits. 94 of the runs are earned, 55 walks, and 63 strikeouts. She has allowed 15 home runs this year. Here's the lineup for Snead State. Ja'Kiah Hutchins will lead off. She's the left fielder. Center fielder Brittany Slayton will bat second. Riley Sharp, the third baseman, will bat third. Lydia West, the DP, will bat fourth. Campbell Adams, the catcher, bats fifth. Caden Radcliffe, the shortstop, is sixth. Jada Lax, the first baseman, is seventh. Reese Patterson, the pitcher, is batting eighth. Addie Walker, the right fielder, will bat ninth. Lexi Brewer, the second baseman, is the flex player. Hutchins leads off, wearing number 7. 361 average, 3 home runs, and 18 RBIs. So double play to end the inning. Even Southern Union Snead State some momentum, and now first pitch is inside from Martin. Snead State, the 3 seed, the home team in the third base dugout. Ground ball to third. This is Gibbons, and that's the quick first out. A 5-3 put out. The defense around Martin, the third baseman tonight, Gibbons. Shortstop is Chelsea Hogshead. Lexi Littleton is at second. Gracie Walker is at first. Behind the plate is Anna Henson. Left fielder Jordan Douglas. Aaron Riley's in center field. And the right fielder is Hallie Williams. This is hit to right field by Slayton. Slayton hitting .352. No home runs, 25 RBIs. Slayton is second in the ACCC with 49 runs scored this year. Snead State, the third best hitting team at .320. 1-1 is the count. Southern Union ERA is 6.54, and that's the worst in Division I. Riley Sharp, the third baseman, is on deck. 1-1 to Slayton. Ground ball to short. Hogshead throws high and wide. Slayton slipped as she was trying to go to second base. And she will be awarded second base as the throw went into the dugout. So throwing error for Southern Union. Riley Sharp. Riley Sharp hitting .409. Best hitter on the team. Tied for fourth. Best average in the ACCC. Left side. Second game here on Field 5 will be the winner of this game taking on Coastal South. The loser of this game will play tomorrow at 11 a.m. That one good for a strike. So Slayton on second. 2-2 now to Sharp. Snead State went 2-2 in the tournament last year. Canada's now 3-2. Lydia West, the DP, is on deck for Snead State. Parsons. (3-2) is outside. Apparently is now 3-2. Now I got to count as 3-1. He showed the count at 3-1. That's wide. Ball 4. The runner's now on first and second with 1 out. That'll bring up Lydia West, 342 average, 8 home runs and 33 RBIs. Slayton at second. Sharp at first.
25 starts, that is, 26 appearances this year. She's had an outstanding year at 17-6 with one save in just over
And West takes ball one inside.
high at 4.33. 2-2. Popped up. Catcher at 4 wasn't able to see.
Campbell Adams, the catcher, is on deck. 1-0 pitch is upstairs, 2-0. Good job by Henson behind the plate.
Take a look as far as first round matchups today.
14 teams here overall here in Alabaster. I'm good for a strike, 2-1. So Division I hosting, ACCC hosting the Division I state championship here. The winner will go to Oxford, Alabama for the national tournament. Ground ball to third, fouled off. Division II, ACCC is hosting the South District Championship. The winner of that tournament will go to Spartanburg, South Carolina for the Division II World Series. There are 8 teams in that bracket. 5 from the ACCC and the top 3 teams from Division II in Florida. That one thrown down to third and thrown down to second. Now coming home is Slayton. Slayton scores. So some nifty base running by Snead State. And it's 1-0 Parsons. Still just 1 out. Sharp ends up at second base. Adams up the middle. There's a base hit. Sharp rounding third. Here comes the throw. One hop. Not in time. Throw down to second is cut off. And Snead State leads it 2-0. So with 2 outs here is Radcliffe. And throw from Martin is in time. And that is the end of the inning. As that goes 1-3. But Snead State puts up 2. And at the end of 1, they have a 2-0 lead. This is the ACCC Division I Softball Championship on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Two minute lead for Snead State as we set to the top of the second. Snead State getting those 2 runs with some decent base running. Slayton scoring on a strikeout looking for West, and then Sharp scores an RBI single by Campbell Adams. Henson Gibbons and Walker are due up for Southern Union here in the top of the second. By 12-29. And Henson, 313 average with 11 RBIs on the season. Ready to start the second inning. First pitch to Henson is inside for ball one. The winner of this game will take on Coastal Alabama South, runners up in the state tournament last year. The Coyotes. One 0 pitch is good for a strike, 1-1. Snead State actually went to the World Series back in 2022, winning a district championship after falling to Wallace Hansville in the championship of the ACCC. That one good for a strike, 1-2. Wallace Hansville, three-time defending champions here in Alabaster. And just missed outside, 2-2. Final game of the day here in Field 5 will be one of the two elimination games in the Division II South District Championship. So St. John's River, Wallace, Dothan, Marion Military, and Lake Sumter. One of those four teams will be eliminated. And that one's across the diamond for the first out. Hanson's retired, and that'll bring up Gibbons. Snead is hitting 216. That's 4 home runs and 26 RBIs. The third baseman for Southern Union. That one just missed outside, ball one. Gracie Walker's on deck. Patterson out for a second inning of work here for Snead State. First of 3 games here on Field 5. Ground ball's fouled off. First time with the all turf fields here at Alabaster. Installed last year. That one bounces home, 2-1. Of course, last year 12 ACCC teams came down here, played a double elimination tournament. This year 14 teams, 6 from Division II, 8 in Division II. Division I, should say. Ground ball to second is there for the out. Brewer throws it to Lax for the second out. Gracie Walker, first baseman, will bat now. 253 average, 14 RBIs on the season. Open the second inning for Snead State will be Lax, Patterson, and Walker. Bottom third of the order for the Parsons. 0-1 to Walker.
One inning in the books, and both teams able to get off to a good start offensively. As Bishop State and South Florida State.
Ground ball towards third. It's fouled off. Quickly 0-2.
James Hardy with you. Also underway this week as far as the competition here at Veterans Park.
Could be up to 26 games here this weekend if all the games are played through, including the if games, which will be scheduled for Sunday. Championship scheduled for Saturday afternoon. 0-2 is outside, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes now. Lexi Littleton, the second baseman, is on deck. 1-2. That one got away from Patterson. Count now 2-2. lot of pacing parents and, and family members always during these pressure-packed weekends. On the corner, called strike 3, and the Bison go down in order in the second. Snead State looks to add to its lead. It's 2-0. We go to the bottom of the second here from Alabaster.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Beautiful afternoon here in Alabaster. That's different than it looked about 4 hours ago. Snead State with a 2-0 lead as we prepare for the bottom of the second. Snead State looking to add to its lead with Lax, Patterson, and Walker due up. After Lydia West struck out looking. Southern U was caught napping. Allowing Brittany Slater to score from second base all the way around. Lydia then Riley Sharp would score on an RBI single by Adams. Second inning work for Martin. This one was fouled off. Strike 1 to Lax, who's hitting .326. 3 home runs and 30 RBIs for the first baseman for Snead State. Parsons' third most runs scored coming into the tournament at 302. Adding 2 more there. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Here's Patterson on deck. The pitcher hasn't had a lot of at-bats, just 10 at-bats this year. Does have 2 RBIs. One upstairs, 1 and 2. Lexi Brewer, the second baseman. Just 2 for 26 on the year, 0.77. She has 3 RBIs. 2 and 2. Game run of our triple-header. This is the only field so far that is not a home run yet. We got to that one on field 1. Here comes the 2-2. And it's outside. Count is full with Patterson on deck. On foul off 3 and 2. Dallas Renzi on field 2 has Northwest Shoals and Shelton State. James Hardy is calling the action at field number 4 between Bishop State and South Florida. Three, 2. Again fouled off. They'll do it again. Great time to be a fan of softball or baseball. Not just the ACCC tournament here. We also got the GCAA finals, South District Baseball Championship as well. So a lot going on. That one hit the left center field. That one will drop in for a hit. Second hit for Snead State, and that'll bring up Patterson. Patterson just 0 for 10 on the year. Shelton State has a 4-0 lead on Northwest Shoals in the bottom of the second. That one's popped up right side, and that will hit the top of the awning. So found some shade for the patrons this season. They installed those awnings above the fans out there. You usually see a lot of tents, but we'll see that. And also some trees. That one hits Patterson, so runners on first and second. So a hit batsman. And Addie Walker will come to the plate. Nobody on and 2 on. Nobody out and 2 on. Walker hitting .289. She's the right fielder for Snead State. 12 RBIs on the year. Also South looking on. We got a couple of those players sitting down at the table right there in front of us. Well, you can see it in the shot right there. Well, some great crowds here in Veterans Park in Alabaster. Inside, 2-0. Black single. She's now on second base after Reese Patterson got hit by a pitch moments ago. There's the 2-0 right down the middle, 2-1. So the Union trying to avoid a third straight loss. Snead State looking for its second straight win. This one is fouled out. Out of place, 2-2. Top of the order coming up with Hutchins after the at-bat from Walker. Martin's delivery inside, and it's fouled off again. Still 2-2. Game 2 of our triple header will be the winner of this game, and Coastal Alabama South, the 2 seed. Coastal South with a record of 32-17, 14-8 in league play. Popped up left side. Could be trouble, though. It's in shallow left. Nice play by Hodgson to get to it. There's one out. Hutchins grounded out to third her first time up. She comes up now with 2 on and 1 out in the bottom of the second. Ground to the third. Stepping on the back is Gibbons, and there'll be no throw to first or anywhere else. So they get the lead runner, and there's 2 outs. It'll be a fielder's choice for Hutchins. Patterson goes to second on the play. And with 2 outs, here comes Sladen. Sladen scored in the first after reaching on near. Riley Sharp now on deck for Snead State. Downstairs for ball 1. Due up in the third inning for Southern Union will be Littleton, Hodgson, and Martin, 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Southern Union. Bison playing here in game 1. Sladen to right field. That will drop foul, as Williams just couldn't quite get to it. Littleton was also giving chase. Patterson goes back to second. Hutchins goes back to first. Second time for the order. Ball inside, dropped by Henson. Not far enough to try to advance. 2-1. So one up the middle, off the pitcher. Littleton can't quite pick it up. Throws the second. It's dropped. And everybody's safe. So the bases are now loaded with 2 outs, and here comes Sharp. Sharp, the team leader with 8 home runs, along with Lydia West. One outside. Big moment in this game as Snead State already with a 2-0 lead. A base hit here could break things open a little bit. Cause some breathing room. Going downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. There's nowhere to put Sharp without scoring a run. You got West right after her. Sharp, the 6th batter of the inning. 3-0. He's got to find the strike zone now. Warren hasn't pitched terribly so far. It's just sometimes you make mistakes at the wrong time. That's taking all the way, 3-1. Patterson at third, Hutchins at second, Slayton is at first. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 2-0 lead for Snead State. They can add to it here. This is popped up left side. 3 Bison giving chase. Oh, watch out. Right into the wall. I think that was Gibbons. Hope she's all right. She crashed into the fence right there. And in fact, it opened up. It's 3-2, I believe. Incredible effort. Just an ovation from both fan bases. The baseman, Snead Gibbons, giving all she had there. It's the first game of the ACCC Division I Softball Championship. The winner of the tournament will head to Oxford, Alabama for the JCA World Series. So Gibbons is going to stay in the game. She was reaching up very high for that ball and just crashed into the fence. That fence is actually open from the brunt of the impact. Looks like she's okay. So bases remain loaded. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Sharp. 3-2. Sharp waits on it. And Hotstead dropped it. 1 run scores. Here comes the 2nd run. Throw to third is not in time. Patterson and Hutchins score. It's 4-0. Hotstead could not handle the bouncing ball. Now again, they're playing on turf, which some schools have turf, so they might have played on it. They don't play on it all the time, so now you're playing. Now they got to get used to it. That's an unfortunate play there. Now Lydia West. West is the 7th batter of the inning. Needs to stay with a 4-0 lead. Pitches inside for ball 1. Kind of a double whammy there. Gibbons hurts herself running into the wall, and then you give up 2 runs on a misplay. 1-1 on the foul ball. Adams, the catcher, is on deck. 4-0 lead now for Snead State.
Down the stretch today. Almost through the first 2 innings of today's ball game.
2-1.
Quickly Holton behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
You have to wait on this umpire. Sometimes he makes a delayed strike call. 2 on the west is lifted to left, and dropped. Dropped by Douglas. 1 run scores. Sharp comes in. And it's now 6-0, Snead State.
Surrendering at least the tie, giving the Lady Panthers their first lead of the day. 2-strike pitch upstairs. Walk, it hit batter, 3 hits allowed, and a strikeout for Munoz so far through 1 and the 3rd innings pitch.
Now Adams. Adams is batter number 8.
Between the 2 base runners. That's hit in left center field, and that's going to drop down for a base hit.
To left field. That will drop for a hit. West to second. And the hit parade continues with 2 outs here. That's the second hit for Adams. And now Radcliffe, who's the number 9 hitter. She's the 9th batter of the inning. Still only 2 out. Runners on first and second, 2 outs.
Now the pressure on her to try and keep this game tied. That's it up the middle.
Downstairs 2-0. One struggling here in the second. Snead State sending his 9th batter to the plate in Radcliffe. Radcliffe grounded out her first time up. 3-0. Gotta wonder how much longer she's gonna stay in the game. So Steiner was on every level she's been on. And that's ball 4. The bases are loaded. And we're still working here with 2 outs. West now the 3rd. Adams the 2nd. And Jada Lax, who started the inning with a single. A little bat. Lax fouls it off to the right side. Still on the bottom of the second. Go up in the 3rd once again for Southern Union with Littleton, Hogshead, and Martin. Mary Military Institute, MMI, has come in. I'm getting set to take on Lake Sumter. That will be in the part of the second window here today. Lake Sumter out of Florida. 1-1 pitch is fouled off, so it's 1-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 1-2 the count. And a called strike 3. And mercifully ends the inning. This last goes down looking. But the Parsons put up 4 runs. They strand 3. Here we go to the 3rd. It's 6-0 in favor of Snead State. This is JockJive.com. We reached the third inning for Southern Union. Thankfully, they got to the third inning because it was looking bad. Well, they still gave up 4 runs, a couple errors in the inning. They got 3 on the day. So Snead State with a comfortable 6-0 lead as we head to the top of the third. Lexington, Hopstead, and Martin are due up, so hopefully Southern Union gets something going here. Patterson out for a third inning of work. She's only given up 1 hit and 1 walk. Other than that, she's got a pair of strikeouts in the first 2 innings. Some more tents being put up. Hopefully they won't get in our way of of our shots. But again, great crowd here in Alabaster, as you might expect, for the 2024 softball championships here on JockJive.com. We've got baseball and softball all over the place. Our YouTube page, of course. So if you have a premium channel, the cool thing you can do is you can add all of the live streams at one time on a queue and just keep clicking back and forth between them. That one towards right and just over the outstretched arm of Brewer. Throw to first. Not in time. Boy, that was a close play at first base. So Littleton has a hit. It's the second hit allowed so far by Patterson. Going to bring up Chelsea Hodgson, is hitting 183. Actually, Littleton hitting 132. A ball inside, but good for a strike. One thing about being on this field, you can see who's walking into the building. As looks like that's Wallace Hansfield, defending state champions, making their way to defend their title. Which would give them 16 championships. 2-1 now the count to Hodgson. Littleton on first after the base hit, which was almost thrown out at first base. Bunted down the first base line, it's going to be fouled off. Yeah, it's 2-2, so bunt might be out of the question now. Tomorrow the action for Division I starts with a pair of elimination games scheduled to start at 11 a.m. Weather don't have any more wet weather in the forecast, but you never know. 3-2 now to the shortstop for Southern Union. Morgan Martin, the pitcher, will bat next. Three-2 is hit towards right. Walker on the run, but it's out of play. Count remains 3-2. Actually, Wallace Hansfield won the championship. They actually beat Coastal Alabama South twice in the tournament. Won 3-2 on a dramatic ninth inning. And then they won 12-3 in the championship game. Coastal South's first ever appearance in the final. Ground ball to third. It's fouled off, still 3-2. Well, it's supposed to start today at 10 a.m. But looks like we might not get it here till 10 p.m. Those are the shifting of the schedule, so now all four fields going on at one time. 12 games today.
3-2 inside corner, called strike 3. Third strikeout. One down here in the third, and that'll bring up Martin. Martin walked. And it was thrown at home. Fielder's choice by Douglas. Martin showing bunch will probably pull it back. Runner does not go, and it's low for ball 1. Meanwhile, the other game in Division I going on right now, we're on field 2, Northwest Shoals trailing Shelton State 5-2. In the bottom of the third over there. At the top of the third here in on field 5. This one's fouled off. Not sure on the field 1. Ball on the strike. Patterson will load up on the horizon again. 1-1 pitch is downstairs. Two and 1. Ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Runners now on first and second. That's the third hit for Southern Union. Littleton goes to second. Williams was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. She'll come up now with 1 out and 2 on. Got 7 live streams going on right now at one time. JockJive Sports has you covered. Baseball and softball, Alabama and Georgia, and of course, national championships, state championships here, and also district championships. 1-0 is the count. Well, Shoals taking on Southern Union in baseball. And now it's 4-3 in the South District Championship. That game is being played at Jacksonville State University. And it's the only game, I believe, today that's going to be played there. They had to shift around some times as well because of the weather. Well, the finals of the GCAA Baseball Championship. And that one dropped. I'll throw to third. Everybody's safe. The bases are loaded, 1 out. There's Lovern. Swing and a miss. Bases loaded, 1 out. Chance for Snead State to get on the board. Sorry for Southern Union. Swing and a miss. Patterson has been solid so far through 2 and a third. There's the 0-2, and he gets away. And coming home is Littleton. The throw home is not in time. Well, I thought the throw beat Littleton. Littleton scores, and it's 6-1. Runners now on second and third. Martin goes to third. Williams goes to second. And Lovren has an opportunity with a 5-run game to add 2 more to the total. It's a home run. We'll make it a 2-run game. Ground ball to short. And there'll be no play. Coming home is Martin. And 6-2. There's no forced play at third. That brings up Jordan Douglas. Douglas, left side, base hit. Here comes Williams. She'll round third, and the center fielder Slade had trouble handling it. Here comes Lovren round third. She will score, throw to third. There's no throw to third. And 2 more runs scored for Southern Union. It's 6-4. Bison showing some fight. They get back into the ball game. Snead State 78 errors coming in. Southern Union back in it. Trailing by 2 now. With Henson at the plate. She's the 7th batter of the inning. Good for a strike. So Patterson cruising through, gave up the leadoff single to Littleton, and then got high say striking out looking. The last 4 reached base safely. Henson, Gibbons, and Walker still coming up here in the 3rd. Ground ball to short. Radcliffe throws home, and they get Douglas. And now they're 2 out. Now Gibbons who ran into the wall, going after a foul ball for Riley Sharp. Grounded out to second her first time up, back in the 2nd inning. They're outside. 1-0 to Gibbons. Due up in the bottom of the 3rd for Snead State. We Patterson, Walker, and Hutchins. 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Parsons. Now they'll be just leading by 2 at the moment. 2-0. One might have been low. Close to that outside corner. Gibbons, they've batted the inning. Walker is on deck. 2-0 with 2 out is inside. And that's a strike. 2-1. Some activity in the Snead State bullpen. Got 2 warming up for the Parsons. Hitting the end of left field, down the line. It is off the foul pole. That's a home run, and this game is tied. Fifth home run of the year for Gibbons. And Snead State has come all the way back, down 6-0. It's now 6-6. A 2-run homer for Gibbons. She now has 28 RBIs on the season. And this game is done all the way back around, and we're back to square one. A 6-run inning for Southern Union. The team that's only scored 223 runs all season. This has got to be an offensive explosion for Southern Union. I wonder how many times they scored 6 runs in an inning, or 6 runs in a game. They've got 6 runs in an inning. That one's fouled off. Watch that over there in the first base dugout. So Walker comes up. She struck out looking her first time up. So the Union bullpen almost had some friendly fire there. Walker's the 9th batter of the inning. No one downstairs. 1-1. One is on the corner. Strike 2, 1-2. Wonder if Patterson will come out to hit because she is due up first for Snead State in the 3rd inning. There were 2 Parsons warming up moments ago. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to 3rd. This is sharp. And that inning is over. But Southern Union puts up 6 runs. They now lead it. They now have tied it up at 6. Bottom of the 3rd coming up here from Alabaster.
Just about all white Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Holcomb to second, and Underwood to third. We're going to have an infield powwow for the Wildcats.
Bottom of the 3rd, Snead State. Southern Union put in 6 runs in the top of the 3rd. A 2-run home run by Gibbons provided the final 2 runs of that rally. And we are tied at 6. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. And again, Snead State's got someone warming up in there. Bullpen looks like Lydia West, who is currently the DP, is warming up for Snead State in the bullpen. Meanwhile, got a new pitcher for Southern Union. Addie Walker taking over. Number 4, so Walker, who was the right fielder, is now the pitcher. So Walker was the first base. Actually, I got my teams mixed up here. Number 4 is Hannah Sparrow. So Sparrow taking over for Martin. Sparrow is making her 10th appearance, or 16th appearance, 1-5, and the ERA of 6. She's allowed 70 hits, 63 runs. 39 walks and 25 strikeouts and 51 in the 3rd inning. So Sparrow, the second pitcher for Southern Union. She'll take on Patterson, Walker, and Hutchins to lead things off. So Martin is done for now. We'll see if they decide to bring her back into the ball game. So that's the only change. So Martin has now gone from pitching to shortstop. This is hit near the left center field, and coming over and making the catch is Douglas. There's one out now in the bottom of the third. Looking for Lovren. 23. Sorry, Lovren 33 when she is staying on as the DP. With that change, Martin going to Riley right now is the flex player. So Lemon's had to go somewhere unless she's out of the lineup now. We'll find out. Downstairs to Walker. Walker popped out to the shortstop her first time up. Walker, a little trouble, throw to first. In time, wow. Great job staying with it by Henson. And they're now 2 out. There's a little dribbler in front of the plate. Back to the top of the order now with Hutchins. On inside. Still in the 4th inning for Southern Union. Littleton, Hutchins, and Martin. The same 3 that started the 3rd inning. Good for a strike. 1-1. One pitch is grounded to the short, and Martin throws, and they get it. 1-2-3 inning in the 3rd. Snead State. We'll go to the top of the 4th now. We are tied at 6. This is game 1 of our tournament.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
A little bit of what we cover there for JockJive Sports. Go on our Facebook page, JockJive Sports. Of course, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, on TikTok as well, is at JockJive. And, of course, our JockJive YouTube page. You can go and check out all the live streams for free. And for a nominal fee, you can download the entire archive for JockJive Sports and download the games. Top of the 4th, tied at 6. Kamari Darrington here in Field 5 for Veterans Park in Alabaster. It's Patterson back out for a 4th inning of work. And And Littleton led off the third inning with a single. Will lead off the fourth. So needs Southern Union sent all 9 batters to the plate in the third inning where they put up 6 runs. The parting shot was the Snead Gibbons 2-run home run that tied it at 6. Down to third and fouled off by Littleton, 0-1. Chelsea Hodgson is scheduled to be on deck. We'll see who comes out and hits for her because she was replaced by Martin. The ball's in the strike to Littleton. And then misses the inside corner, 1-1. Winner of this game, stay here on field 5 and take on the number 2 seed, Coastal Alabama South. That will be game 2 of our triple header here on field 5. One is good for a strike. 1-2. One, two. Over towards second and handled by a Brewer, and that was the first out of the fourth. Whitney McFry is the new hitter. Fry 0 for 3 on the season. Should take the ball 1. Does have was strikeout. No home runs, no RBIs. So McFry hitting for Southern Union in place of Hopstead. 2-0. Fried at left field. That is going to drop foul. 2-1. Well, not like we got a phone here on the press box that they can call and tell us about any changes that have been made. We just have to take a look for ourselves. It does look like everyone for Snead State is where they've been since the beginning. McFry heading for Hodgson. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Patterson does have 3 strikeouts in the game. 2 of those 3 strikeouts looking. Two balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Southern Union and Snead State tied at 6. 3-2. Patterson wanted that one. It's been back and forth, tough sledding at times. Three 2 is granted foul to the third base side. Martin is on deck for Southern Union. So Snead State 2 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second. There's ball 4. McFry draws a walk. That'll bring up Martin. Single and a walk so far in this game. Game tied at 6. Go ahead and run is aboard for Southern Union. In the top of the 4th. Ground ball to second. Flip to second for the out. Throw to first. Not in time. So fielder's choice for Martin. They do get McFry at second base, 4-6. And that'll bring up Williams. Have struck out back in the first. Reaching the fielder's choice back in the third. Martin now at first base. That one bounces down. Throw back to first. Not in time. Martin took a big lead off first. Then had to jump back to the bag. Well, pitch is there for a strike, 1-1. Six-run inning by Southern Union in the third. Tied it up. Including the 2-run homer. One has hit the center field, right to Slayton. And that'll do it for the 4th inning for Southern Union. This is the ACCC Sports Network on JockJive.com. We go back to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied at 6 here in Alabaster. Probably got 1, 2, 3 inning in the third. She'll try to do it again here in the 4th as Slayton, Sharp, and West will come to the plate, the heart of the order. For the Parsons and Snead State, who are tied with Southern Union at 6. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Kamari Darrington here on field 5. 1 of 3 games here. Second game will be the winner here, taking on Coastal South, the number 2 seed here in Alabaster. And then our final game will be an elimination game in the Division II South District Championship. We'll have more information on that later on. Slayton's 0 for 2 and reached on there in the first, and fielder's choice back in the second. Sparrow starts the fourth inning with a ball upstairs. Oh, high strike there. 0-1. One and one. Sharp on deck. West will follow. Here's the 1-1. That one to left center field. That is going to be caught by, I believe that's Williams. So Williams, who started the game in right field, has moved to center. And now I think I've got the lineup down now. I think McFry is in right field. So Williams now to center field and makes the play on Sladen's floater. Now Riley Sharp. Well, Sharp hitting .409 coming into the tournament. Takes ball 2 outside. That one on the outside corner, 2-1. Snead State scored 2 runs in the first and then 4 runs in the second inning. Got a lot of help from Southern Union. Committed 3 errors in the game. One wide of the target, 3-1. Liddy West is on deck for Snead State. One is inside for ball 4. Sharp walks for the second time today, and here comes Liddy West. 2 runs scored on her hit back in the second inning, and of course West struck out looking in the first. Sharp at first, West at the plate. Throw back to first, not in time. I didn't see the call from the umpire. I assume it's a ball, but I didn't see him make a strike signal, so we'll find out here in a minute. Two and 0. Adams, the catcher, on deck for Snead State. The 3 seed and the 6 seed battling here, and again it's tied at 6. West did not hold up. And it's called strike anyway. 2-1. Sharp still hanging out at first. And runners on first and second. And we'll have a discussion inside the circle.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. So SFSC has been held off the board for the first time today as we're through 4 still. Lady Panthers 8 and Bishop State Wildcats 2.
So are they getting money out of the bullpen, or are they got a pinch runner for Lydia West? Number 42. So Rural will run for West. So Adams is the batter. So no change in the circle. One out here in the fourth. And Sparrow's back on. Radcliffe is on deck. Runners on first and second with one out here in the fourth. Snead State can take the lead here. Ground ball to short. Throw to third is in time. They'll try to throw it across the diamond, but it gets away from Walker. And headed for third is was Brewer, and Brewer will get back. Full strike. So that's here in the fourth. Towards the left side, and it's caught on the run by Gibbons, and that will end the inning. Snead State strands runners on first and second and third. We go to the fifth. It is tied at 6 here on JockJive.com. Well, at the top of the fifth, we got a new pitcher for Snead State, Victoria Marderer. Marderer making her 25th appearance. She is 4-9 with an ERA of 4.65. 75 in the third innings. He's allowed 86 runs on 104 hits. 50 of the 86 runs are earned with 32 walks and 31 strikeouts. Janelle Lovren will be the first to face Marderer. So they'll do it for Patterson. Patterson does go 4 innings. 6 runs on 6 hits. None of the runs that Patterson allowed or earned. To the left side, and Lovren has a base hit. Southern Union back in business with nobody out.
Solid 306 batting average for Bishop State.
Now Jordan Douglas.
44 out of 141 coming into today at 312 averages. That gets away to the backstop. First wild pitch.
That one wide. Almost got away from Adams behind the plate. Game tied at 6. Again, run that would give Southern Union the lead is aboard. Winner takes on Coastal South in our next game. Schedule started at 4:30. I got a feeling that's not going to be the case. 2 balls and no strikes.
Wildcats of Bishop State trying to create their own window of opportunity right now. Not much of a window.
One wide again. Throw back to first is high, but
8 outs in this game.
Glover gets back.
Couple of the infielders, as well as the battery combination of Poster and Washburn.
3-0 now to Douglas. Douglas swinging at 3-0. Fouls it back, 3-1.
Are the other 7 teams here in Alabaster.
Glover just let off the 5th with a single. A 6-6 ball game.
Hit and foul left side. Payoff pitch coming up.
3-2. Again, Douglas taking that time. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out.
Zillion's time for the Bishop State Wildcats. Good eye that time by Washburn.
Ground ball to short. Throw to second is wide. And Lower will not try to advance.
On the part of Michaela Oakley.
Another Snead State error.
Harmony Stafford, the freshman, 1 for 2, scored a run in the first and grounded out to the third to begin the third. Poster comes up and the strike ball.
And ring up Henson, the catcher. Henson's 0 for 2.
Flip side of Bishop State, you get a crooked number on the board. Come up with a big inning. They can get right back in this game. Maybe an opportunity.
Good for a strike. Loving at second. Douglas at first. Southern Union looking to get back in front.
SFSC, the 4th seed. It's 5 seed Bishop State. Face the 1-8 winner on field 1 at 7 o'clock later tonight.
That one is fouled off. It was a good bunt attempt there, but good attempt there by Henson, but she could not keep it in play. Runners would have been at second and third. Quickly 0-2 here with nobody out here in the 5th. Upstairs 1-2.
Leading in batting average, at least tied for the top batting average on the roster. 340 coming into today. Does have a couple of homers and 27 RBIs.
1-2 is the count. Sorry, 1-2. Nobody out here in the 5th.
High and outside rise ball.
Upstairs again, 2-2.
Infield basically in the standard position, even at the bag, at the corners, and then playing in double play depth up the middle. 2-2.
Gibbons on deck. Here's the 2-2. Downstairs.
And is for home.
Count's full.
Runners have to stay put at first and second base. Brings up Anaya Burnett, who's had the only run production so far for Bishop State. That first inning, 2 runs.
Back to the pitcher. Throw to third is in time. Throw back to first. Not in time. Look at the lead runner. There's 1 out.
Now up to 27 RBIs.
Douglas goes to second.
I think this is a pretty good coaching visit, by the way.
Here's Gibbons.
As we speak.
Gibbons had the big 2-run home run that ended the scoring in the third inning for Southern Union. She had one off the foul pole left down the left field line. And we'll have a new runner at first base for Southern Union. 0-0. Let's see a 0-0. So we're going to process of elimination. Say it's going to be Sam Giles. So Giles is at first base running for Henson. Douglas is still at second base. Here's Gibbons. There's a ball. One out here on the top of the fifth. Southern Union looking for its first lead of the game. Gibbons to right center field. Slayton makes the catch over her shoulder. That was about a few inches away from being a double, but now 2 out in the inning. And that'll bring up Gracie Walker. Walker's 0 for 2 as well. Runner still at first and second. Douglas still at second. Giles still at first. On the line of the target, 1-0. 2 outs here at the top of the fifth. And due up, Lax, Patterson, and Walker for Snead State. The bottom third of the order for the Parsons. It was a beautiful day here in Alabaster. Didn't start out that way, but it's looking a lot better now. 2-0. The winner takes on Coastal Alabama North. Coastal Alabama South in game 2. Two and one.
Get back in this ball game. And this is a little bit low, ball 1. Look at Weaver's totals on the season. Weaver, a freshman, 7 doubles so far this year. 37 hits this she gets
2 and 2. 2 outs in the fifth. Go ahead and run at second base. Gracie Walker looking for a big hit. Pulls it back. And along the outside corner. 3 strikeouts by Patterson. There were 2 of the 3 were looking. Wanderer almost got one herself. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Inside, ball 4, the bases are loaded. Now Lexi Littleton.
Bishop State has not scored since the first, trying to get on the board here in the 5th. 3-1. Way inside. Hit by pitch inside anyway. Just a matter of semantics at this point with bases loaded. It's that early drive homer run. Officially a hit by pitch. As Weaver with her 34th RBI.
No.
Bases remain loaded on the 3rd run.
Talk in the circle.
For the Bishop State Wildcats. Wilson comes home to score.
5-4 in favor of Shelton State over Northwest Shoals on top of the 6th. Fry's on deck. On one to Littleton. There's the 1-0. Bases loaded. 1-1. To right field. And it's fouled off. Got now 1-2. Still up in the fifth for Snead State. Lax, Patterson, and Walker. The bottom third of the order. Game tied at 6. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Top of the fifth. Fouled off again. And the count remains 1-2. To left field. That could be trouble. It's caught. What a catch by Hutchins in left field. And the side is retired. The bases remain loaded. Bottom of the fifth. A pair of great defensive plays by the Parsons there in the top of the fifth inning. Bottom of the fifth coming your way. It's still tied at 6.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
First game of the day here from Field 5 of Veterans Park. This is day 1 of the ACCC Division I softball championship here on JockJive Sports. A couple of finals. Shelton State over Nunez and South District. And then, of course, also has Southern Union defeating Northwest Shoals 4-3. In Division I South Baseball. I believe that Nunez Shelton State game was in Oxford. Southern Union Northwest Shoals was at Jacksonville State. Well, here we got a 6-6 tie here in the bottom of the fifth. Jada Lax will lead off. 1 for 2 so far. And Sparrow out for her third inning of work. She's yet to allow a hit. She has allowed 2 walks on the day. Ground ball to third. Gibbons. Low throw, but they get the out. 1 down here in the fifth. Now Reese Patterson, the pitcher. So that's Victoria Martyrer, the new pitcher. That one good for a strike, 1-1. Martyr this season, just 1 for 13, 0.77 average.
She's able to keep South Florida State College on top. But 4 runs scored to get Bishop State back in this one. It's a good bottom of the 5th.
2-1. Eddie Walker is on deck. This is the first game, so no one's going to be eliminated, but it feels like an elimination game right now. Inside. 2 teams will be eliminated later on this afternoon out of the Division II South District Championship, but right now, Division I, their first round games here. Last time I checked. Up the middle, Martyr has a base hit. That's her second hit of the season. Snead State has a runner aboard with 1 out. That will bring up Walker. Walker's 0 for 2. He's the number 9 hitter. Well, good for a strike. One is down low. Monterey this season has not attempted to steal a base. Other scores right now, Central Alabama leading Bevel State. This in the Division II, 9-4. The winner of that game will take on the winner of South Florida and Bishop State tonight, as that one is lifted to foul. Speaking of South Florida and Bishop State, is a 8-6 lead for South Florida State against Bishop State. Upstairs, Shelton State and Northwest Shoals tied at 5, so we got a lot going on. A lot of drama here. First round of games. That's a good indication of what we're going to see the rest of the weekend. Popped up right side. Littleton is under it. 2 down. Now Hutchins. Hutchins is 0 for 3. Popped up again. This will be Gibbons, and that'll do it for Snead State in the 5th. We're still tied at 6. Been that way since the 3rd inning. We go to the 6th inning, and Southern Union comes to bat when you come back here on JockJive.com.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Craft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
We're ready for the top of the 6th. Shelton, Snead State, and Southern Union tied at 6. Southern Union up to bat here. McFry, Martin, and Williams are due up for the Bison. And we have a new pitcher, Lydia West, taking over for Victoria Martyrer. So Martyrer is done. West will be the 3rd pitcher for the Parsons. West making her 27th appearance. She is 16-8. And she's pitched 144 and 2/3 innings. Struck out 99. Fry takes a ball to start off the 6th inning. Meanwhile, West has given up 115 runs and 162 hits with 43 walks. 80 of the 115 runs she's allowed earned. McFry with her 2nd at bat. She walked the first time. That one is off the mark, 2-0. Martin and Williams also coming up. Go back to the top of the order after this at bat. Game is tied at 6. Snead State scored the first 6 runs of the game. Looked like they were cruising towards perhaps a run rule victory, 2-1. But then a 6-run inning by Southern Union in the 6th, capped off by a 2-run home run by Gibbons. We are tied at 6 as we are now in the 6th. Bunt is laid down and almost caught by Adams. Two to McFry. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for West. That's her 100th strikeout this year. She's now one of 3 players in Division I with 100 strikeouts this year to go along with, the second one, along with Taylor Cameron of Northwest Shoals. Let's see, ERA is 3.87. Martin fouls it off. Martin started the game at pitcher. Now she's playing shortstop. One pitch is fouled off to the third base side. No balls, 2 strikes to Martin. This is hit to right, foul off. Watch out that first, that other field over there. Game is tied at 6. 1 out here in the 6th. One downstairs. Game's 1-2. Snead State's team ERA 4.41 was before the best in the ACCC going into the season. This one hit the right field. That's going to be fouled off again. West second with 99 strikeouts during the regular year. Also second in innings pitched behind Taylor Cameron. One and 2 now, with Williams on deck. A good one here on field 5. Tents out, got some umbrellas out as well in this And a very warm day here in Alabaster, 80 degrees, mid-80s. This is hit towards right center, and it is going to be caught by Slayton. He made a terrific play in the 5th along with Hutchins. And now 2 down here in the 6th. Yeah, I think the next team to score a run is going to win this one here. Williams 0 for 3 on the day. Watch out. Softball hit up here right in front of us in the press box. Must be from one of the other fields. Williams takes a strike, 0-1. Due up in the 6th for Snead State will be Slayton, Sharp, and West. That's the big part of the lineup for the veteran part of the lineup for Snead State. Oh, to Williams. Williams tries to bunt it, pops it up, and good effort there by Sharp, but she couldn't get to it. Quickly 0-2. Was looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Williams hitting .252 on the season coming in. 0 for 3 today. Flew out to center, or for last time up. He's also struck out in the game. 0-2. Called strike 3 in the outside corner. Bison go down in order in the 6th. Snead State looking to put up a run in the bottom of the 6th here on JockJive.com. Brittany Slater will lead off the 6th inning for Snead State. We're tied at 6, bottom of the 6th. Game 1, officially game 2 of the ACCC Division I Softball Championship. Winner will take on Coastal Alabama South in the second game. Which looks like it's going to start past 4:30, probably around 5. But we'll keep you updated on times. Slayton, Sharp, and West due up here for the Parsons in the 6th inning. Slayton's 0 for 3 as we start the 6th inning. Sparrow back out. Still looking for our first final score here in Alabaster. All 4 fields going on at one time. No balls in the strike. Our final game of the day will be elimination game in the Division II South District Championship. Slade in the left field, and it's dropped by Douglas. Slade will head to second, and Snead State is in business.
Long way for MMI down the third base line. They were certainly hoping for improvement.
Double for Slayton. There's Sharp. So go ahead run as a board for Snead State. Sharp taking ball one outside. West on deck. So this is a dangerous part here. Slayton scored the most runs on the team. Sharp pops it up and out of play. Watch out, the Kona Ice card was locked on target there by the ball, but just missed it. So it's a double for Slayton. Got her to throw to third, not in time. Slayton now at third base. 2-1 now to Sharp. And time is called. Interesting to see what happens here as Snead State now with the runner at third. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Game 2 of our triple-header, Coastal South. They are still waiting. The winner of this game, the number 2 seed. Madeline Radwich, who's been at Coastal South for a long time, and finally led her team to the finals of the ACCC tournament last year. When they won the game that they knew they clinched a spot, she took a huge water bath. Because last year the fields were grass. They had a lot of fun last year. They were happy to be in the title game. Unfortunately, they took the loss to Wallace Hansville 12-3. They had a 3-2. They lost that first game 3-2. Actually had a runner at second on a base hit, 2 runs scored on the play, and then the runner on second tried to make it to third and couldn't do it. Bad base running error there cost Coastal South the tournament with that loss. Of course, with a 12-3 win, it would have been an if game, so we never know what would have happened, but it was a tough way to go down. And Sharp sends it to the right side. Sharp pulls through. It's 7-6 Snead State.
We now go to the top of the sixth inning. James Hardy with you. We appreciate you for joining us here on JockJive.com.
48 RBIs now for Riley Sharp. And that'll bring up West. West now the pitcher. And time is called. They're going to have a pinch runner for Sharp, I believe. Slayton, second most runs scored in the ACCC coming in. Does it again. Megan Smith will come in for Sharp to run at first base. 6th hit for Snead State. Double by Slayton. Slayton advanced to third on a pitch, and then a stolen base, and then Sharp sends her home with a single to right field. So now in the 7th will be last sticks for Southern Union. Oh, good for a strike on the outside corner. No balls on the strike.
Right back through for a base hit. Then somehow got us away with that liner as that gets into center field. Base runner aboard.
That one missed the target. I believe the count was 1-1, but we'll look here in a minute. I don't know if saw him make that strike on the first one. That one's outside. Ground ball back to the pitcher. She'll throw it to first for the out. Riley Sharp goes to second base. Sorry, Smith goes to second. Here's Adams. That's side. That's foul off. Smith at second, one out here in the bottom of the seventh. Riley Sharp's RBI single. Scoring Brittany Sladen is the difference so far. First run scored for Snead State since the second inning. Oh, one pitch is low. Ball and a strike. Throw to third is not in time. Another stolen base for Snead State. Smith goes to third now. So that with a 9-4 win over Bevel State. So Alabama will advance in the Division II softball championship. Runners at the corners, one out. Now Radcliffe. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Radcliffe. Ella Grace Hood will hit for Radcliffe.
Sixth inning, one out. Set things up for you at home as runners now at second and third base with less than 2 outs. Anaya Burnett to the plate as we will have a
Hood hitting .323 this year, 7 home runs and 27 RBIs. So she hits for Radcliffe. Radcliffe was 0 for 2. Hood down the third baseline to foul. Looks like Adams was going on the pitch. No balls in the strike. At the bottom of the sixth, Snead State taking the lead on the RBI single by Sharp. Looks like we're headed for extra innings the way the last few innings were going, but Snead State has scored. That one low and inside, 1-1. Glad to have you with us here from Alabaster, Alabama. 4 fields, 4 streams here from Alabaster. You also have the Division II South Baseball District Championship going on right now. Also the GCAA Baseball Championship. We got all kinds of baseball and softball for you this weekend. 2-1 is the count now. It's a Hood. All inside. Our final game of the day will be a loser's bracket game in the Division II South District Championship. The loser of St. John Driver and Wallows Dothan will take on the loser of MMI and Lake Sumter. Our first elimination games. There's a strike. Count is full. Jaden Lax is on deck, first baseman for Snead State. 3-2. Hitting the end of left field and deep to the wall. It's off the wall. Sharp. Smith will score. Rounding third is Adams. Here she comes, the throw to the plate. Not in time. It gets away. Going to third is Hood. And 2 big runs scored on the play. Snead State now takes a 9-6 lead. Two-run double for Hood. 29 RBIs on the season now. So in every inning, there's been a score. It's been a crooked number. Snead State now with 3 runs in the inning. We got a new pinch runner. That 3. Well, it's not 3. Might be 2. Caitlin Barber. I didn't see the number. Well, still only 1 out here in the 6th. So a chance for Snead State to add to it. Oh, that might be 6. Radcliffe might be back in to run after Hood briefly saw the number. Swing and a miss by Lax. That is 6. That is Radcliffe. So Radcliffe is back in to run for herself, basically. She re-enters the game. Ball to strike down to Lax. Lax is 1 for 3. Lax fouls it off, 1-2. So Central Alabama over Bevel State 9-4. They now advance to Central Alabama will be in the winners bracket. Bevel State falls down to the losers bracket. Meanwhile, Shelton State leading Northwest Shoals. This one to left field and caught by Douglas. Radcliffe will tag and score. And it's 10-6. Base is now empty. So a sac fly for Lax and an RBI. Now 2 down. And now to the plate is Armani Perry, number 30. So she'll hit here in the 6th for Mortimer. Perry on the season 3 for 16. Does have 2 home runs and 5 RBIs.
2 runs in the inning. Burnett to third. And now the tying run on base. And there's the first pitch strike to Keely Bryant. 2-run double in the 5th.
Winner of that Northwest Shoals Shelton State game will take on the winner. Will take on Wallace State. Wallace Hansfield, the number 1 seed. That'll be the second game on that field, field 2. Then they moved to field 1 with the change of the schedule now. Ten to 6. And Perry takes ball 1 outside. Abby Walker, the number 9 hitter in the order, is on deck. Perry is the 7th batter of the inning. Wide of the target. 2-0. Nobody on now. 2 out. Sac fly by Lax, bringing in the 4th run of the inning. 10-6. 2 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second, and now 4 runs in the 6th for Snead State. Perry She has a base hit to the left field. It's her 4th hit of the year. And that'll bring up Addie Walker. Perry's 0 for 1 in stolen bases, by the way, just in case they want her to run. Well, the score the way it is now, they might send her. See if she can get down there. Here's Walker, the 8th batter of the inning. And that one hit Walker, so she will go to first base. Perry goes to second. That'll bring up Hutchins. We'll go back to the top of the order for Snead State. Good for a strike. Well, Northwest Shoals has tied it at 9 with Shelton State on the top of the 7th. So we got some drama all over the place here. Just one game in the books. On the line of the target. 2-1. Round ball towards third. And picking it up and tagging in the bag is Gibbons. And that will be, oh, they're going to call it a foul ball. It's a foul ball. Ground ball left side, cut off, and to second, but the flip was dropped by Littleton. Good play by Martin to keep it in the infield, but the bases are loaded. So now with 2 outs, here's Slayton. Yeah, we might have a new pitcher for Southern Union, and we will. Looks like it's number 22. Number 22 is Emma Machin. So Machin will come in and pitch when we come back to Alabaster. Making her 12 appearance in the circle. She's pitched 25 innings, has allowed 42 runs on 45 hits, with 16 walks and 10 strikeouts, has a record of 0-1, as Brittany Slayton will step in. 10-6, we're in the 6th. Downstairs for ball 1. So the last sticks for Southern Union. They'll need 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead in the 7th, but right now, Macon trying to get Sladen out of the 6th. Snead State 26-26 coming in. Southern Union at 12-29. Ground ball to short. It's Martin. Throws low. They get her in time. So Parrish Run does not score. That ends the inning. But Snead State puts up 4, and it's last sticks for Southern Union. They need 3 to tie. They need 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead in the top of the 7th.
Just about all white Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Top of the 7th here from Alabaster, Alabama. Field 5 here at Veterans Park. And Lydia West will try to nail down the final 3 outs for the Parsons. It's not been an easy one here between the 3 seed and the 6 seed. But, of course, in the other Division One matchup, Northwest Shoals is leading Shelton State 9-9 in the bottom of the 7th. And South Florida State and Bishop State. South Florida State with a 10-8 lead over Bishop State in the Division II South District Championship in that game one. The only game that is finished. Central Alabama with a 9-4 win over Bevel State in the 1-8 matchup in that tournament. So we're in the 7th here. 10-6 is our score. Lovern will lead off. On each inning, teams scored at least 2 runs. 2 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second, and 4 runs in the 6th for Snead State. Southern Union has scored all 6 of their runs in the 3rd. Lovern pops it up. This is going to get it. It is caught by the catcher Adams. 1 down. I thought it was going to go over the fence. Instead, it ends up in the glove of Adams, and it's 1 down. And that'll bring up Douglas. Douglas 1 for 3, a 2-run single back in the 3rd. Douglas takes ball 1 inside. Snead State 2 outs away from a date with Coastal South, the 3 seed and the 2 seed. That would drop Southern Union to the losers bracket. And there's a base hit by Douglas. So Southern Union gets 1 back. And now here's Henson, the catcher. Now Southern Union would take on the loser of the Coastal South Snead State game at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It's an 0 for 3. Henson in right field. That's going to be out of play. No ball's in the strike. Congratulations to Georgia Highlands. A 10-3 win over Garden State. Georgia Highlands, the GCAA baseball champions. Final just came across the wire. That one into right field. That's going to be fouled off. Count's going to be 0-2. Gibbons is on deck. Gibbons had the big 2-run home run that capped off the 6-run inning for Southern Union in the third. 1-2. That one over the head of Radcliffe into left center field. Henson slipped as she tried to go to first base. And now there are 2 runners on here in the top of the 7th. Now Gibbons. Gibbons had the 2-run home run earlier. The 2 runners on now.
South Florida State College pulls off a late rally by Bishop State to advance to the winners bracket tonight with a 10-8 win. That means that Bishop State will drop into
Down the third baseline, that's fouled off.
later on tonight against the loser top seed Central Alabama and Bevel State. While South Florida State College will face the winner of Central Alabama and Bevel State later on tonight. One more time, your final score is South Florida State College 10 and Bishop State 8. James Hardy signing off, and stay tuned.
South Florida State just defeated Bishop State 10-8. So it'll be Bevel State and Bishop State in the final game of the day later on. That one is fouled off. It is 0-2. Central Alabama will take on South Florida in the winners bracket game. St. John's River is the top seed out of Florida. The number 2 seed here in the South District Championship. One downstairs, 1-2. On upstairs, 2-2. Northwest Shoals and Shelton State are into the 8th now. That game is tied at 9. This is the target 3-2. So the only 2 games going on right now are the 2 Division I games. Glad to have you with us here in Alabaster. Looks like it's going to be a lengthy afternoon. The good thing is with these turf fields, they only need about, 10-15 minutes to get ready for the next game. Grounded to third. They get 1 there, and that's all they're going to get, but there are 2 outs now. Good choice for Gibbons. Unable to move anyone past third base. Here's Walker. She's the last hope for Southern Union here in game 1. upstairs for ball one. One. Swing and a miss. Ball on the strike. Littleton is on deck. But Walker must reach safely in order to get there. The 1-1 to right field. That's fouled off. It's 1-2. Southern Union down to his last strike. That one in the dirt. That one into the turf. 2-2. Poked, foul. 2-2. Lions would not get there in time. Lydia West, the third pitcher for Snead State. Turning that down the final 6 outs. Something down the order in the 6th. Runners on first and second. 3-2. Walker trying to stay alive. Snead State 1 pitch away from going to the next round in the winner's bracket. A date with Coastal Alabama South. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded, so the tying run will come to the plate. Well, Coastal Alabama South will take on the winner of this game next on Field 5. Littleton 1 for 3. It's hitting 132 on the year. McFry is on deck. Littleton takes ball 1 outside. Timeout is called. Walker standing at first base. First starting to leak. We'll bring someone new in. Olivia Levens will run for Walker. Snead State 1 out away from a date with Coastal Alabama South. Southern Union would have dropped to the loser's bracket to take on the loser of this game, of that game, tomorrow at 11. Down to third base. That's a base hit. Run scores. Throw to third down in time. Littleton keeps the game alive. It's 10-7. And the bases remain loaded. RBI single for Littleton. That's her 6th RBI this year. Gonna bring up McFry. McFry is 0 for 1. She walked back in the 4th, struck out back in the 6th. And McFry takes ball 1 upstairs and they're going to appeal. They appealed to 3rd. Wouldn't it be something she would have hit a grand slam right here? The way things are going, she just might hit a grand slam. And McFry takes ball 2. 3 hits in the inning and a walk. How much longer is the leash for Snead State squad? Foul straight back, 2-1. Two one. Popped up. That's going to be out of play. Watch out, everybody. And now, once again, Southern Union down this last strike. 10-7. Bases loaded. The go-ahead runner's at the plate. Northwest shows us took an 11-9 lead over Bishop State in the bottom of the 8th. Over there. Swing and a miss. And that will do it. As Snead State holds off a rally. Southern Union leaves the bases loaded in the 7th. It's 10-7. Snead State wins over Southern Union. That means Snead State will take on Coastal Alabama South here in our next game here from Field 5. Meanwhile, Southern Union drops. They will take on the loser of that game tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Well, that's it from Field 5 for now. Kamari Darrington saying so long. Start game 2 maybe around 5 o'clock, somewhere around in there. But for now, Kamari Darrington saying so long from Field 5. This is JockJive Sports and our coverage of the ACCC Division I Softball Championship.